Miss TV. Yabesore su nonsia na nonsia kasebo on Promise 102.7. Eno ababeto so de amaye. Sabre ya tena si kopim se nonsia bebo de ya agudie mu nsem ene aboabo no ayede ebro ba bibia wo bia dwumadie no ya to ne din Highway Sports. Highway Sports. Ye no nam highway ni so akopim se nonsia bebo a yebesore so. Said ye ne dane ye bekwa amono ni simadu Solomon Carter edi ebe wura nkofo nkross na fe nsema wo ho no wahwie edi aguo edi amaye owia abedwafo beje eye dwane no mu edidi enkomo ene nsem ni bia be twe nkomo frama no ne refia ebi nie House of Folk supporters ene omo de demonstration ehye so
Promise Radio nyamina
na demonstration o matuni din Save the Mighty Oak Tree. Save the Mighty Oak Tree. Ene demonstration no ekoso na say ene kosiye hunsem nyina wa ha aede ebetu edwa House of Folk board chairman Togo Afede eso de nsema tudwa efa ene House of Folk supporters a we soro wa ha osimiye demonstration we soro wa ha na oyeye kire ede atia eye team ne mpanyifo no wode nsem bi atudwa akire omo kwan a has team ne betimi afaso ne nkunimdie ahyase aba ede ma House of Folk bobo ekuno Ghana Football Association eberu omo aso kasamafo edema de FA Henry Asante Chum ono so de nsem atudwa efa Save Ghana Football demonstration koso na watching the etwa mu no say FA no ayo madwene to the president of the association Ura Simon Ketokreku o say obehia empanyifo a omo eda demonstration we ano na ono omo edi enkomo no mahwekwan a ombefa so no so onsem a omode atudwa no efe no so asom na omo kwan ombetimi ede afaso PFAG Asante Kotoko Abdul Fattah Shafiu ensensem na hin ena akwakodru ni nyina no je se wo kan ho e wo Highway Sports so kopim se no nsia bebo ye ni nyina ho nsem ede ebebremo Samuel K. Mensah Solomon Carter born again Mami AC Clementino the darling boy afeche Martin ena baba isa the sports lawyer mo ena aboabo ansem na no ayatena se ye wie e wo dwumadie so ede ebremo abadwafo ni nyina wo fi abete baafo won ka bete se wo bedinka captain siasia akomi asachi ne ho ato no ne ho nto no amoma no kogina home na na hu se captain anim nyefe hu se enwoma nhyeda enkoye Alasan Sai Zakito Kofi Zakito de akuribo ono no bi anyway betimi no asasi so waye se dade no
Promise
betimi
102.7 FM
Yes wo kan ye ho ewo eye Promise 102.7 na oni ye kabom e the Highway Sports ne eba program na ekoso no usubetimi do contribution aba fafa e Facebook search for a Promise Radio and I say oil passports Promise Radio and I say oil passports wo de wonsem efa ho a ye be omoden na ya kan ni nyina e de ama e wo dwumadie so ensem na de beba no emfa enkomo a ye twetwe ewo eye dwumadie so emfa ye mfa baabi wo de fa baabi a enya de amekan ewo dwumadie no so e de ama me se enkomo a ye bedi ni wa ha no na asofo adwen kire ebra so obi di asem tudwa na nya adwena na wo so odi aba nya tim didie aha nya kasa twitwie nti odi a wo so wo no na wo do adwen kire aba na ye nyina no yaboa amanyoma akoso kama Solomon Carter bibia boko de
boss na me adom bibia fine
enyoma ekoso kama
oh eguso
efi na ya de mamembo mabaso
okay
na we de Ura Simon Ketokreku send the no
aye
FA president send the no okay enra menim se bia nkoma me share obi a oye closer to the president
okay
e wo table 2 so mo nim table 2
yenimo nim table 2
wonim table 2
o boss yenimo
table 2 eh
oni akwa tena o ba ko menu binti no
ye share wo table 2
aye
e na me ka che ne say ene bebi awiase ne ko no enipa ti wiase sese no my word 2 years esi ya bohu demonstration obohu ane atu wani mra ho so no ne de demonstration apamon nti me de FF on stance no mateki no mani nye ho de nti amani nye ho ne say FF na de release by no ambe pacho no omo gitum se Ghana football koyi
nyamina
nti obi ye demonstration se ono so fu se Ghana football koyi a one FA de ni difference nim
achinye bia anim
tas ma make no tie ni difference bia anim na FA we no ase o ka asem na etie omo pe no ma for mu soldiers no ma start no mu do atem social media no mu attack no mu yewe say maka just omo platform no wo so ni ya sha manfo kutupa monko ene monko di solatem
say na no a demonstration ba we ana group of journalists being a football fanatics being ade so yes almost set record
ni nyina no a wrong approach.
Oh yes
famfa so obia ma because nei obia ni wa wote Ghana ha owaso ewani a obetimi akase Ghana football koyi na say nipa kro mpe Ghana yi
boss na on say Saturday no na me United showbiz we dey me who say but minim say nka we mo entertainment pundits no ma share that the Ghana football si wo omo 3 hours a 4-hour program na hu omo a ye feel so omo ka entertainment asem kwa ka football no ka football na ka de wo mu bia it is central ye football central for you no
na
we say enye kra
nipa ne bi e fa ne say obi e sorry tia obi a e chese nipa ko no we aso obi anu a woni interest but we interest ni should be positive interest.
Oh yes
we interest
no should be sayeba
enti whether say omo koye demonstration no omo interest and omo ni interest omo demonstration no a positive interest
because omo yes omo emu
wa hu say parliament ye MPs ne ayi omo to omo ka ho asem
ai they say there be bia o
wa hu
be bia
enti edensesaye betimi aba se mpo bi kwa na akosho omo chi so omo nye saa at least anamo no omo tu no se ye nyina ye gitum se football ne nya ede na ma demonstration ne nye baba hu ne start ya ye hu nsem trofo
demonstration
ne attack ne edidi atem boss ne attack ne edidi atem ne attack ne edidi atem
boss demonstration on present 15 point petition to parliament 15 point no hemu mu be 8 e koma aban
yes
tiere ne ka say omu demonstrate
F no me ka say F na approach no o ma hwe o mo te ho a demonstration kesi beba na ya be sise nipa wa F ho nyina afri ho
and
so ma hwe ya because say do musi approach na nye na me ye the FA president a akadana me te say demonstration bi say ba so no ka me fe leaders no na me do matena se so wo de monsama mo wonyina no
momfa maye
ne nyina ne yenhwe ne yentu ana mo say de be football no beti akọ because FA na release after Cup of Nation almost nyoma nkoye into omo person omo yensesaye oye obi say na you football KPMG say one started so almost sponsor under 17 in your coast football. What is your promote player be amina kobo under 17? A dear benefit in under 17. When was the last time under 17 kobo World Cup?
You're born for fun.
When was the last time?
You're born for fun.
It is also we invest under 17. Ese nya unsunsanso. Esunsunsanso ni bi ni say. Ese Ghana team qualify under 17 World Cup. Ye team ko.
Debi.
It is say investment dem fa so ni.
Ye gukwa.
Ade de nyoma nye enura. Me do baba ya supposed na aka 5 minutes in upon ball. Na me hu say school for na etwam no moko na baby e football ko no say yan hwe ya e bedru stage bi no solo stadium ko e be de kakra ni mpo anya ni sese no ene kotoko obo matcha
this year first school
for be ka ho asanya akase stadium onipa wo ho
Simba Day omo born friendly games yawo Simba Day or Tanzania omo born say friendly games say kotoko eni nso atreboje ko for cap ya but eduru hono ma ticket nso to boss stadium ni timi yemma ebuso na bi mu gina bonte
enti solo se sana F no ene omo adwesombe ya me bo mabaso omo share the leaders of the demonstration Obama ne countryman Songomo Veronica Komemo Nana ya Kesemo
Friday e ba Kumasi o
omo share omo wi a na omo agye omo petition no omo hwema de F ne de bobra ebe no no matu ho anamo
yeah
by say ye demonstration obi te baby wa wonim sa de ya wuye ya soma se be yenye osusu na wo ye
owie ya no nso akoli di bi ati
wa wonim sa de ya soma se be ye na enye na osusu de ache na wo ye
ela mso owie ya nso akoye bi ati obi
Oh, Ghana.
Hey,
Ghana. Say ya hwe ne ya ntutu enwoma yi asamaka. Ebedu stage bi no. Ya baba betena ye nya hwe kura nka. Wana bo na gu.
Anse nkra de nkrofo bi so hyehase ye say na nsantwerofo bi na eliki ma Moroccan FA say under 17 over age. Ninti right say the over age players be boy tournament.
Enti dey.
Some person justify say the over age bar and say hwe. Nti obi na akọ report na. Na oyi omu free mu a. Can you panel report ye nke be chibi?
Solo
Boss.
Yentwa so. Empese make cancel bebre.
All right.
Empese make cancel bebre. Me see dey here a positive interest.
Yeah.
So wa wote ho na edura anadwo ana anya anadwo kwa na nko a wo hye wo dem. Na uti edasumye so a ade na wo ye no. Say ye papa wonim. Eye bone so a wonim.
GFA president kra me hu say on sheda anya okay sir.
No say wo hu na wo so.
Agitations never no eba from all angles, all corners. From entertainment industry, from parliament, from football people, from general public. You drew the
lowest point.
Yeah.
In our football.
You know, so ono who say BB, there's something wrong.
BB anywhere. Ewo memu ha. Eyebo adwuma. Ewo Ghana. This a one person be kan okra che. BB anywhere ye adwuma Ghana ha. Efa ye bobo ho.
Debi.
Nti so obi sore na president go demonstrations ya no president of the land na GFA president and as a Ghana football
demonstration there
hey
ko for aye demonstration ya
demonstration mo nkokun tokwa wo e mo message e no mo send
ya asem ni mo de mo nje ya asem ni maye
so
na mo ye kire so e de ya asem mo bremu a
yenko e wo de
so mo de ende nkan tokwa esi o
yenko o de yenko
o shebi o mo de ko ntini no
yenko
ye gina no so na ye de ensem kakra gu ho e de ama etiefo mu tie promise 102.7 away show ne air live our promise television air live on Facebook promise radio assign live on your passports into the joining air channel samabu body now also call na benya show ni bi air live na nsem aye de ba no watch na wadwen e de afa ho me kwama no ne na ensem kakra ye de eba eye enawie e fa ma no ni mu no so atibi no ahu de ekoso e wo Olympic Marseille asoye e we na ho kakra o every senano de ya e na Jean-Louis Gasset a onu lead Ivory Coast steady kopie mu AFCON 2023 Ivory Coast FNO epamu ora no ni nyina ne se about 3 games na Ivory Coast kwan nim so mbe qualify akopiem round of 16 into omu jane kwan e man assistant e mess try and e beto aso the Ivory Coast eje AFCON 2023 area yantieba eni se Ivan Gennaro Gattuso Olympic Marseille apam no na boss omu pamu na coach nanu adaye ni 3 weeks Ivory Coast won in konsa ewa AFCON no wono na mehwe akiri enti Jean-Louis Gasset wono na 6-month period okay when no crack cambo me 5 months every say until June season e beba na ye and Jean-Louis Gasset ekwo akiri as the head coach and as interim manager Ediama Olympic Marseille Bobo ko ni nyina ne sempa infoji tum say Olympic Marseille Bobo ko no baby ekono ensi kwan paso entomo hwan toto niema enema ebeko ede atiomo a eno so hu nsem a eba enawie eno no Jean-Louis Gasset new Olympic Marseille interim manager wo Manchester United yabeka eso ko Newcastle already did Dan Ashworth or your sporting director and man Newcastle Bobo Kono na unim say Jim Ratcliffe ever for Man United our top 25% say your giant sporting decisions and your man said Jim no why yes all them paying for be weba no ma beboa ama Man U project no etumpona konanim na oreba ko de nani scene so Newcastle almost sporting director Dan Ashworth na Newcastle so Womo na Danaswed beka chom se e opeso oja adwuma no command you na yesi ne contract him close bi shem a e kire se ombetimi e de na to gardening leave na uko UK ne e ka gardening leave na che se yesi kwatena fie usika ka o contract mu busumi bia ye betu ama sa kopim se o contract be beriye no run so yesi ne contract end the year 2026 until 2026 Man United wɔn betumi afɔ owura no wɔntumi nya adwuma ɛma club bia eti ɛsɛ na akɔgyina sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ Man U etua sika kakra ɛde ma Newcastle na ɔmo yi owura no ɛde ne free gardening leave na afei wɔn ma ne di n'ani kyerɛm ɛwɔ Man U ɔmo nkɔbɔboa boss yɛsi Newcastle so ɔmo pɛ £20 million every Man United and sana sporting director wɔn agya ne so nkɔ ama yɛsɛ ɛno so wɔn akɔyɛ den ɛdi ama Man U ebi sɛ ɔmo gidi sɛ hierarchy no gidi sɛ sika £20 million yɛ etimi top players mienu ɔmo yɛ nkwadaa ɛdi ɔmo bɛwuram team nim na wɔtimi agadi ɔmo nyina nneɛma bɛkɔ yɛ di ama ɔmo enti ɛsɛ deɛ ɔmo gu so ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ sɛ £20 million yɛ ɛyɛ sika ɛwɔ so paa enti Newcastle ɛnte so ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛyi ɔmo ani ɛdi free Dan Ashworth so na ɔmo de ɔmo ani akyerɛm ɛwɔ baabi foforɔ de free ho eba area Alfonso Davies so tin nka che no apra area ni recovery no che se wa hyase dendenden a nyame aduma weekend Bayern Munich ene RB Leipzig game eba so ewo German Bundesliga ni no owura ni tin ede Alfonso Davies ebetumi asiakan ede ama Bayern Munich na what is Alfonso Davies one cheseni agent owura ni tin ede ne Sal Huse Yesu Rani come Madrid. Any omo kotwetwe nkomo na Alfonso Davies season ni ba na wie ya. Wonye player informa Bayern Munich biem. Yesu ani omo twetwe nkomo wie ya Rani beba. Ena Deco fa fonfra was waba Madrid dia ene fa Barcelona na yendi nkomo fa player no ho. Ama yesi Barca enso show interest. Ewa Alfonso Davies mo ese season ni ba na wie omo so betime hijack ni due to Real Madrid we say eho and had the likeless destination. Edma Davies wabra the contract with Bayern Munich and so everybody Barcelona omu interest omu show and one sama edemamo and what Jumadi so I don't know me that's what Bayern Munich Mami from two just said Thomas Tuchel is a pressure will run his so na ejaguri chempa ni say 3 games in 8 days while losing ama league in Geno Jindi Amano Champions League so Lazio LED 1-0 on aggregate second leg member next week na yesi senior staff will be ewo Bayern Munich one athletic Coacratano Edin Como na yesi owura ni Dindi Thomas Tuchel problema offensive pa ewo Bayern say on February Emma Omoni Omoya Juma. Yes, on reti obi adwuma e was shoulder undermining the players no and in the technical staff no GDS say as omomodembo omodan adino e wo fam dodo ti de bia kasa twitwire na chese odi obi atem na obu obi abam eno ne nkoma ekoso e wo Bayern Munich kom dressing room eno ama players no dodo na wo madwa say de omo give you omo best and from Thomas Tuchel problem kese a ora no FSC ewa Bayern Munich wambobo kwanima eno yade tumanim ewa jumadi ne so ya kansa Bayern targeti Zabi Alonso eso beba be replace Thomas Tuchel after end of the season nanso eniema mu ya Jindi amomo enti adwuamo fane se SSA dodo na ekole for Hans-Dieter Flick eso ansan return no media adwuma emfama Bayern ti se wote se apam Thomas Tuchel Hans-Dieter Flick ebeba be som on the interim next season kona wie ya wama try so mbetwe Zabi Alonso every Bayern Leverkusen no abaye Bayern Munich womo permanent manager and also the free Bayern wama so ya Bayern dima mu na wie e wo dwumade ne so na last week me be reporting ma say Roy Hodgson nyame nko free mo nko ama okoda hospital achese agene to ema players no dodo na wo Crystal Palace no maboto ewie Crystal Palace at the statement aba na when you ati home last week ese omu yi Roy Hodgson e free ho nom do already Dindi Oliver Glasner edenaba ore wa dijuma e wa entran Frankfurt ni Wolfsburg e wa Germany ewie ya Crystal Palace chemu a ore ni din edi Roy Hodgson was stepping down as manager for Crystal Palace Bobo Kono enti anu abie kwemu ama Oliver Glasner nyame ya adumo chena officially was jumana say etiama Crystal Palace no mo see na anwumre wa bra Crystal any Everton game ne baso English Premier League no no o assistant managers mieno bako edi Paddy McCarthy one a former player Edema Crystal Palace no ha Paddy McCarthy and that screen is no one Ray Lewington. One my assistant manager sa ombebe ama mebacho Crystal game and enumre eba suneti mi akoso nyame adumo chena wo training session no Oliver Glasner take over no so be the new manager for Crystal Palace Boboko wa bra health condition ti orani tindi Roy Hodgson step it down boss me the way sorry say the officially I confirmed FIFA any can for jatum and say AFCON 2025 Morocco no ebekoso o summer enti July to August and a tournament in Bekoso na FIFA ne CAF chemu a next year omobo Club World Cup new format eba yedi teams bebre gum no eno be June to July enti omobo eno wie ya pe na AFCON no enso etoaso Morocco eno ye July to August and Sakra and a season has started next summer eno report eba enti ye say January ebo AFCON no ye twam eni obiem July June and after August Musome wabra season abana wie and I bet me about African Cup of Nations and so ebribema and no dey free as ba yede mamo e wo dwumade enso ye gina no so na amanoni semto awie yede si e wo highway sports so na fe dwumade no ato aso from now till 6 p.m. ye be sorry enkonya so
Promise.
Welcome to 102.7 FM.
Okay. Yabeda Solomon Kata ase bafo wa the danger man atnas bafo akwaba. Bibi aboko de.
Oh, nyame adaroma.
Enyome ekoso kama.
When the day say I started a fresh week.
Promise Radio, nyame na aka.
Okay.
Pimpim yakoba sa na tight.
Sir.
But it will sail through.
Oh, okay. Ensu nyame ye.
Oh, nyame tiase.
Ensu nyame ye. Nyame tiase die.
Oh, yes.
Bibi abe fine.
Akwaba nso.
Akwaba ndodo asem kwa na abeso de mame.
Safe ni gesha promise.
Asem na abeso kaneka. Na jai say wo de nam touch line no. De abeso kaneka.
Na so oba de waba.
Na se me ne mo ana wa.
Oh, ye nyon ne wa ha.
Ah.
Ba cho nyon ne wa ha.
Sa.
Ye kuka ton wa ko ho.
Na what wa
Mini solo ni same Saturday. Life and talent. Yakwa
na ha mokoye mo bi.
Ana yakwa ye ni di. Ani yakwa kuka ton no mu no duane na ye asoro ko.
Okay.
Hey.
No I him frame sisi e. O frame obese ye nhihye bi. Ene meto afa ho.
Overco.
Awo mefa ho.
Oh yes.
Mefa ho pa.
Say a lady no oguso.
Obon ho mode.
Also got 20 days.
Be wo nyina na me monitor.
He say o start no
566 hours.
Say
Say an hour on 61 hours. Yes, and you say no. And at 10 p.m. Why 3 days?
That's what I said no.
3 days next 72 hours. So I started Friday.
The record holder it was say.
Record need the Guinness for the Alan Fisher. Obi a why BBI nyan confirm on
Alan Fisher na say
176 hours. 176 wo ye na anwumre wi a
176 ye me kwam ye wada me
176 enti abna kwa atma ye na anwumre a wa cover almost 72 next akabe 104 hours which ebia wo de be 3-4 days kan kra wa to Alan Fisher record no
Alan Fisher record no
176 yes
say me ye wada me tia break you
oh chama jayo chama jayo jayo nye pete
anadwo na obi eja wo hoko na ehu no
ba fo wonyi ni on
oh enye say enyi ni but
me ye wada me timi me tini te o
2.7 FM.
me tini te me ye fi okwekra
a say abna kwa atman maduane o
sao
o boy bonku ne nkate kwa bi pa Saturday na wia
ye me kwa ye no
awurade a
ti na go fo wo meti kwese me sori
edwan no wia no de amamo
aso wia ne ase wo pie ntiri ye tete ho na aso ageta no
na za bosumi Mr. Adman mo kan na go de ku katon aba mo didi fi
boss na on say awia no nipa ndoso nti aduanu nya kakra bi di e say adwen afa ne ye say free be 9 ho ko na nipa na ka be 4-5 no mtimi didi ana aduane bi aka they say mpesem ko bo night ba ko ho ya de no mafiri wa ba aduma
ko bo night na on night dey go e dey aduma
oba ya me ne Mr. Boachi bekasa
we ko didi nko
director the man Hotel
na ya fa be bia ma o
na bo night
we so just take interest who so can is for so take interest
eti ya kan dia chairmanfo nyina se Kukaton
eguso
ekoso ewo Knox Hotel eno ewo Askwa nti ye nyina yemfa ya ni nkyire ho na yenko support
na Jibo Saturday na me hu say amanfo was skills so
ewo fia
ya bi ewo ekumasi a
sa
we say young man bi na ne sada na nkantwa ko mu no mu to abasaba ya me ka say bi o mu tuma ko bi o come on mo go inside o mo ko je kunya na oya na bekoni lady na was 7 say masa yabana eni me girl aba o me 7 years
yabana
oh what
meto afa ho ne after show na me fa 4:37 ba for yem fan hye so
aye kwaro no
demonstration aba na wiye
makan wo mo
House of Folk National Chapters Committee Chairman Ura Elvis Herman Hesse on the executives almost share demonstrators no omaje almost petition as they say almost say omo letter
Promise Radio nyame na
omo
attach letter
e dey atoso
letter head of the
yes no mo dey atoso no mo dey akwa board na NCC for no SND omo constitution ni breme na
bylaws
and enra anope won sem na kekan no na mehwema as NCC for no say oye supporter na supporters group bi na mu decide say mo pese mo ye bibi mo ya ese mo de efa NCC ni so na NCC ni gina manam na say management o board o na pese mo kama asem kiro ma o matimi de akwa mama na mo ade mu ntimi nsore see dey ko nti House of Folk structures no by almost structures in club no structures na no nye supporter structures o NCC no any supporters group are recognize
yes
by NCC ni there almost recognize other supporters group nti ne kwa so na demonstrators ne ye ya o man tomra na nkone mo fa mra kwa so no mo de koma Elvis ni executives no say almost omo hwe no mo fa nkoma board emfa mom nti anopa messages bebre be bae nti me nim se wase sound stance na on anopa de no
stand this is a make
wa na asia se won ti asia some the comments na wa na asia
me dey me say Elvis no okoje as who
and as won na won ti asia no
me say okoje as who
omumra no
and I had a reason of asking for that question and fortunately I have read the reliefs that they are seeking and me can no it is interesting to read and it reaffirms my position always say these guys sir I can't be no do tell now na why say no they really don't mean it and that Togwe is the target.
Promise
if you read the release if you read
102.7 102.7 FM
by the time they were concluding they made it clear say adie wa kope na ya omo ya so omo ni sika say na sika na Togwe di ahyem no kra no asa do so omo ni nkwan befa so omo benya sika ndi ama no kan yesa kon be pam Togwe afi ho no eti ko kan pacho e wo
kan we ti
oh na la munya bia na
da mi yenya bi o da nti wa fire wa yenya bi si yenya bi an kebe kan
mi nyini ma ni nyesa munya bi
oh
da bi me bra san ma je di okay nya din jakito ehun bi
obi aso ohun e wonu anya bi akan yeti o
jakito
omo hwe Promise TV ene omo tie nyina eti o
me pass me forward am
the men forward masame
oh eso ayo adika kaka bi o me mo obi abi me share to everybody here me mo obi abi me di kind head of sports di ama no head of sports striker Voda striker MTN na
Promise Welcome. 102.7 FM.
Zakito, until you would when you would say Obed, say, honestly, be and say Obed, Photocopy.
Worry.
Oh, be at the echo.
Okay, yati.
Be at the island.
Now, okay,
oh, me dear, me say, me, I didn't get so I'm on my 10-point demands. So, I'm on my 10-point demands. Baby, extracting me, and it's very, very instructive. It is very, very instructive, and I will look for it.
Now, so, 10 years old, I want to know almost to a to guide. I
want to almost say, almost say, a friend saying, Sikano
Promise Radio,
board now, on back to a sacrament.
Number 10. Come back, there be number 10. Me say a 10-point demand. It's a no more cancer, so with the cool street.
Almost second year, Sikano Munia. I can yet over so can see 2 million because I highlighted my in my bro dinner. Can yet board number to some.
Okay, one almost say.
To when I'm
say me who's appointing our cano. Now, but there are some now. I did be dinner dear bar, and you won't have a son as him. What's the number say? Maybe some who number crow.
Me can't say we are obeyed. I just saw her
number say,
but me say almost what can I say? I'll make you all the demands you and no do baby no say. As some look on can say yes, you can't communia. As you cannot to go spend ya. Can you board no back chance on some come back as a board in the 2 3 with a baby or say number 1. I'm making demand be said of the board no. Say more on your cosmetic.
But for chairman number because me who
and also would I baby I'm saying more cosmetic changes be as I say also promises some board Nintendo be one say bia what can you say no can you say na dey and all the buy you vote against
me be say me home baby I almost say to go sikano and you some was can come betua dey man no na be say
jibo mbacho me nka se come so was can come betua
no say come ye dey ya
almost say enye sika no mu nie ni sika no was spending ni bebre a on to be na spend this come more
na no ne point say
can say come be pam no come ka say on kra no free onko me say to be na mo person pam 15 no say we ma ka
say no ye point say
jibo
that's all my point no because my kind 1 to 10
obed aji me for
my kind 1 to 10 obed fan phone man back
na anya point no me say lives no one working kan no I didn't know so it will nya buta na grass through you will see it
okay
some of them me say kan am start say me read me ko tena ba bi din na say kai me nya ade no na me kan sa nti jo me ho sa na me sire na me wo me 9
tika wo boy na my party na o say ade ne do so
102.7 FM.
And the way you need time to read. Zakito no mean so coffee or better that koye note wo papa dia but now yeah. And what's the read there you know you can read into their minds say it has always been said and yet it's not but those people know that of course obi no be ka say biasa anko from no fault.
No, I think it's page 3.
What
I've seen something.
What something like that?
That sound like that.
Over the can minti. Microphone.
Page, I think say is in accordance with page 3.
Me too.
In calling for the dissolution of the board and conveying of an AGM.
Okay, man.
We wish to emphasize that that what we are demanding is an absolute overhaul and not a symbolic change of 1 or 2 persons. That is in relation to the board. But for the fact that we have been rendered powerless by the SAS majority shares and a crashing debt owed to them, we would have demanded the exit of the entire board. For supervising one of the dreadful administration in Hearts of Folk history. I think so that's the point.
Maybe I saw una wo call legon. Asema omo tro yi. And dem can no twi mu.
So I take that part. I can say but for the fact that we've been rendered powerless by the
SAS majority shares.
SAS majority
and the crashing debt owed to them. We will have demanded the exit of the entire board for supervising one of the most dreadful administration in House of Folk history. Indeed, both on the field and in terms of finances and brand appeal, the current board has been a disaster for the club.
Yeah, so if you call for the
me bacho me 1-1
of the entire board.
We say both on the field and in terms of our finances.
Promise Radio.
Brand appeal and the current board has been a disaster for the club. I want to know no now.
How can the current board be a disaster? A board that has constructed a multi-purpose stadium, a training complex for you. You call that one a disaster? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? What are you talking about?
Almost say.
And disaster I mean
both area no fire no. Almost say both on the field and in terms of our finances and brand appeal. Area no fire no. On the field. Finances of the club. Brand appeal. We need areas me so fire. The current board has been a disaster for the club.
Look,
based on your mommy
when was the last time House of Folk owed their players 4 months or 6 months? Under Commodore Mensah, House of Folk owed their players 8 months.
No, they all cannot follow within him.
Now that was a financial disaster. Now we can't finance no. This is House of Folk that is building for mine, and yes, they are paying salaries. They are paying coaches.
The debt.
2 or 3 years ago, how many years in it? House of Folk played in Africa, traveled to all North Morocco, North.
The debt of the club keeps on increasing.
Which debt?
Has a nika. Has a nika. Has no biaka. Has a nika. And I saw more recent a yom di free agent by native in the club Nedeka. One of the say.
I want to know what team is in the cano. And a company institution
has the SAS car.
But SAS is a shareholder of the club. SAS invests in the club, and SAS made it clear to everybody that the investment that they're making, they will amortize it. So, and you can't know him.
And yaka.
How? When you amortize your debt in a
and SAS, sorry, say, when you're interested in SAS, which you are a
102.7
102.7 FM. Baba phone him say has as a company. Has a folk as a company.
But you see, a can walk on so can cry they coming here to you, and I will not argue. But okay, say car a minute team club no. How? Especially Ubeti Madeka. When a cano would I be see a bubble said the Japadi. And I'm a way of bank loan fancy if you talk. Enyaka.
Ekedaho.
Nkofon talk and loan fan talker can't omutim. Enyaka.
Eka.
But what the card but it gives you something. Sakano. It is giving House of Folk something. And who can statement man? They acknowledge that and they House of Folk our a modern edifice. They acknowledge that House of Folk our a saying commercial center. They acknowledge all those things. Now can say Sanomanu and yes can you do? Kanya day. Kanya day. As I'm going to demonstration, they really don't know what they're looking for. Stronger, and Mr. What's happening? What is happening? And to be really conclude, say it is not any about all the things that they are talking about, but the fact that the age-old fight 13 years ago, I must have refer you know. 13 years ago, no, and you said now no more and you see the sad aspect of it, and they say 13 years ago, I must have say club naji trophy back no, even the Hokra he lied. And look at statement in they lied because 13 years no club no trophy back up. And a league and trophy you walk Ghana. Na no na league and trophy about her. And I'm saying that no trophy about her. House of Folk has been in existence since 1911. They are not the team that has won the league most in Ghana. Since 1911. But you see, 13 years no more. 3 of the first MDs were proposed or introduced by the supporters. 3. 1, 2, 3. First one was Fred Kinsel. Ombekacha said he's the vice president of the Ghana Football Association, where has in Token for Fred Kinsel messed up. Fred Kinsel inquired. One ever, Omokotogo Kacha and say, nailed there, where your ICC General Secretary metamorphosed into a chairman of the NCC, where has in what the Shunu was also Kahunomoji, first sponsorship of the Black Stars, and he nailed your bar to be crowing in 1 CD. Some House of Folk supporters believe Neil was a disaster, true or false. Supporters from Abbas more for Kalfik Masid in Echo say, to go for Tina Manila Montiasi. The next person, Ejabin was the General Secretary of the NCC. I'm saying, okay, say, Neil failure. Ejabin, When Ojiba, Ghana Independent Broadcasters Association. No, I'm the company in the Yajuma. 20 about the sponsorship of Barry Ano, and I took a appointed. Was it not a disaster? 3 people. 3. I think I was having one question. I'm going to tell them in film. No more say, more of a words to the club than Nippon or Mokana. And I'm going to say, you're daft. I can't be an assassin. And I'm going to say, Nikromuhana. I'm saying that, at their way, it is nothing more than say, from the day one, Commodore, yes, I have chef rotation. Now I'm saying, I'm a chef rotation in my soul. And they fought it, and eventually he was successful in doing it. Now go deep to go some, no more some primitive go to go some. Santo Corona, Dasukun, and they were Dasukun. They were more no more Sankani, tactfully, no more Sano, no more before, now some different course to be, and they appoint Apamu coaches, Tim Benham coach. Coach the man on Nadia, Yam Pam, Fatim Mano. For instance, I'm saying appointed MD Sania Yomadi. One of the MDs, supporters, Akko Club Secretariat. Akko file A4 sheet. And the command Frederick Moore said, Frederick Moore trying to read the nation letter or A4 sheet, so no monko. And not to you go and sack your MD. Then who also to go in MDs? Didn't they go to Pop Mine and sack a coach? Didn't the supporters go to Pop Mine and sack a coach? I will not sat down who not job money. That's what I say. I want pump coaches. Probably the supporters don't have any moral right to do what they are doing.
Debo. Some more. In the first place, I think the demonstration was successful. The here was to communicate, to send a message to the board. Say they are not happy about a lot of things occurring in the club, and he will term it as a successful demonstration because even if Omoatinare presenting the to the board no and kanwa, but I'm sure say the board be videos they will see the pictures of the message that supporters carry out in Omo demonstration and Omo and they will know say yes. Anyabia, some section of supporters are not happy with one or two things across in the club, which they need to address. The moment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm sure this demonstration I can watch me. I could see weekend Saturday be an answer be and the number of people that will be willing to go and join. No, but on a very busy Monday morning, we'll be how Mondays are treated in Ghana here. To even get that numbers, I think in the first place, I'll commend them. Say clearly, some supporters are willing to leave their jobs and come out and show their grievances to the board. Say they are not happy about Nyambia also in the club, which me feel say the right thing to do. Peaceful demonstration is always the right thing to do. Now, you see, one thing that we must understand and say, infrastructure. Yes, any club needs infrastructure. You see, basic and
Promise Radio.
Sometimes because of we've neglected our basics. And today, see, when the house infrastructure, then we tend to celebrate it as a big achievement, but a basic. If you're a football club, having infrastructure, a basic thing that you should.
Your celebration of AG complex contradicts this position you are taking now.
AG complex.
AG complex.
Okasa, Obia mem.
But I'm trying to point
to position.
It's contradictory.
Wa attack position on this issue. And you don't attack Zakito's position.
How many times? And how many times? Even last week, I name Bob about for the Puman with that. I said, make an a different from the weekend. You may say, infrastructure, yo, but it's a basic thing. But a year so mighty. That's what I said. I'm saying, not women was one thing. Me say, a year so mighty. And I mean that we celebrate Kotoko and Has. Me boko komodi. I'm saying, me boko komodi say a year so mighty. And today we celebrate Kotoko and Has for infrastructure. By the normal in the Jibo, club bia a basic thing say your training facility or hostel ni Monday a basic thing that you should be having. But yenye nyoma yenti we will come back. Yes, kotoko esi we ni abebo maba so ni ya did this yes has I say eboma so because their predecessors disappointed them. Omanye bi pian fa mo in terms of infrastructure, and today we celebrate the bank no man we can hwe. Jibo who's a club there? They supporters. Let me go back and use this my Man United as an example.
Promise
Financially
102.7
any problem
FM.
that are making big monies even though they are not performing. Omonje trophy they are making huge profits. But you didn't support us in NNJ. They are not happy because even though United were Old Trafford, they were there and they are getting money. But on the field of play, Jibo, if you are not winning, there will be trouble. Let me leave Manchester United. Let me go to Barcelona. And then I am Omububu Camp Nou. Say Omu is in overall. And you can support us no. We are Barca supporters. Say go neje. Barca, who's a Camp Nou? Na almost 100,000 capacity. Who's the Europa, the biggest. But Barca say Omububu Camp Nou is in overall. Almost because they think they have to some modern Camp Nou until they are going to expand Camp Nou to be more bigger
and generate more money.
And take a bus support the same case one. But today, Omudi Auro, Umba support the Auro because Park and so no team is not performing. Eti at the back I say and say every football club, Jibo, you can have 2 million stadiums, 2 billion training pitches. 100 billion hotels and as a hostess any day in se park no so resource in team no eni jemba mu da. It as much as to get off the field is doing infrastructure. Probably mine is functioning, training pitches and hosted in the way no. Jibo se park no se resource improve every year they will see such kind of reaction from supporters because the here pa no ball no there. Born a day, New Korea, me and Jibo. Dear here, pa, near park, and so 3 points to support us. Now, Liverpool, Yama, Omunche. Ara one, but Liverpool got the best training city in England, and JB Arameboa. Joe NC. Liverpool recently, in terms of training facility, nobody the best in England. But no, Munji Lake in Yaman Konkano. Ara one. Now ya musha se aji baako de bia first second no mo play on no and now omu pikasa omu dwobonum yes Liverpool is back to their best and without food results 3 points no if you are not winning anything Jibo there will be agitations always. It is a toge and the board wants things to change. I think that the infrastructure of the food enough on the food resource no essentially say gap with them difference with them there will be disagreement, there will be agitations, supporters will rise against the board and suddenly more will be you understand it me feel say they have to also work now with what araba all they have to do is say hope say what araba fa now I can make say Oma fa number 17 Major League for more money ya because omadi ka 70 matches that it is say what are the team pick has and be return for a achievement to them hoping say next year oba party for the trophy.
Zach Mamene NCC chairman National Chapters Committee chairman Ura Elvis Herman Hesse eni enkomo chairman ewie yemu akwaba edeba promise 102.7 live on Promise TV se bibi aboko de.
Yes, I can be able to acquire. Panelists no be or mutia and areas.
Yes, so mu akwaba. Say ye pre waje so say oni ebidim komo.
But striker,
position in your position get to
Mr. Me person obey kakra me. Mama,
I'm position get to the crowds I know.
My back on crab it's really white. And my body said
102.7.
My car was a quadro home, but me can't.
Nyame adoma next month me akotwa me ho kakra na.
Edu time bia na when num phone no kwa na de atukwa ba bia wonya service na afi wotu ba na wo.
In fact, next month they meji leave with me na makono akwa jima.
Ko me na pressure ne so. Say na kwa ba kwa sa ba o na omode ba wo je de letter no.
Ai nyame adom me gie. Me nye me nko a me ne nsisifo ne nyina agie. Yeah.
Okay. Now supporters here omukoye demonstration di. Amutu di save the mighty oak tree. Chairman, Adena NCC, man try some more stop on but moya yama demonstration baso.
Okay, Striker Medasi, me say somewhere around last week and now week here, I'm only meeting Komama make a chair, say officially no moya manie, and I think there is a lot of issues are circulated because NCC no mu hwi but ninyina echi no nyame pe ne nim no kre omo moya manie officially by yesu yeti no looking at our bylaws no we recognize other supporters bodies, we recognize other unions, so we a meeting set up three member committee like I said in your on your medium last week or this week. It's as part of committee, any organizers, I think it was proposed to the organizers. A lot of discussions went on, but now me reporter, chairman of the committee, the buy say now organizers your margin say they will stage the demonstration. So the NCC, because we didn't also sanction it, now didn't say it to me and stop and we're actually looking at a way to bring everybody together because cool car no I think say
promise
no ye be faswa ye be boa club no ama club no atumpo.
Man, it looks like men kasem majority of House of Folk supporters, but section of House of Folk supporters ain't happy about the current state of the club, especially resource team no enya on the pitch. Anka eba infrastructure there, may sure say ye can Premier League clubs, I Ghana Premier League CCA. Minim obia what two infrastructure one among a chain across of folk and a bit midnight to a house. As chairman of the supporters, Ediana Mona would to a facade no because it looks like board never bon team bia supporters and in nyoma togwe yensho infrastructure OCC there be amo say nipa ko bi na masha da se mo pese mo attack board no ase board no nya de mo pem mamo a ehwa na ma start demonstration na mo ye Ediana Mona would to afa as chairman for the supporters.
You striker let me say before I'm frame and I'm Zakito, and I think I share a bit or I share more in Zakito's statement and now all make I think with infrastructure, me sure say anyone meaning Ghanaian or House of Folk supporter can stand anywhere and say any club in this country beyond House of Folk. I think so be admitted. Issue the controversy, any agitation, bana dudu na kwakoye. On the pitch issues no club nko to mean solve that problem no ye nyina na say ye kan ye wumbo as stakeholders to ensure say we also win on the pitch but club never show direction. Apart from that, so no I think say even if club need decision and our policy ni say ye winning on the pitch I think it should be communicated well and ubisa honorable udote this year see me need nkomo bebre afa communication. And I think me personally, I don't know about other NCC people, but I've been very, very supportive of the board this year. Time Yesaki coach Cook Makra Mekoka say yes, the NCC supports it. I'm a supporters because they attacking me. Apart from that, Ubeka time board no Asia players are. I was very instrumental in telling the players. He said if they fail to perform, the NCC will never attack the board, but will come after them. So obviously, as Elvis and the NCC this year, I can tell you, say in all honesty, we've been very supportive of the board. Now, just as I said, say honorable Dote Ebeka Chewa, nkomo baako ana this year, mini ne di nkomo pa this year than any other season. Mini no eye ejuma wa House of Folk. And say honorable Ebeka Chewa, most of times mini ne di nkomo bia me ka kire ni say I think our problem as a club is communication. Hugely on communication. I don't think there is nothing wrong in the club making it clear to the supporters, say, we want to fix the fundamentals. We want to finish with our infrastructure work. We want to finish with our academy. We want to build, a certain this thing for ourselves before we start winning on the pitch. Okay, maybe it will take us 3 years. Every company has a policy or more vision. Your vision about every office say in the next 5 years, this is what we want to achieve for the service. So the club can also have a vision. I remember, some years ago, the club was not participating. The club was not releasing players to go. Because of some court case and other issues.
Eugene Adu.
Exactly, Eugene Adu. So it was something the supporters understood. Say this was the reality, and they supported the team. So I think at this moment, just as I told the demonstrators after receiving their petition, he said, I would wish, he said,
Promise Radio.
The next thing a peace walk and a unity walk. At this moment, I think Out of Folk is being the only club currently. Ghana in fighting I am more than any club.
I just say more per demonstration, demonstration.
Exactly. Club will be on a problem, but I think I have too many. I also think if I have the opportunity to meet the board chairman, make a chair no say we must say new be the best support to vision, but for the sake of unity and for the sake of peace, say I personally think he's doing well, but I can't feel the DNA. And like I said, this year, for instance, communicating vision we've really supported the board. So I think there should be regular stakeholders meeting. A better information flow accord to the down. Even our chapters are dying because they are not getting information. First year, first chapter meeting one of the reasons a man for Bapa and he said, regional chairman, the information Papa Eba. And then I say media I so many social media ajibebia inti NCC chairman Eba Kumasi ana Eba Santi regional information or the Beman Crawford about meeting Ababishi NCC chairman is already in the social media into the won't come. So I think as a club and the NCC we must all look at ways revive from the grassroots to the top. And I believe once we are able to unite and collaborate effectively, we will be one of the best clubs in Africa.
From the board chairman of the club, or say the beauty of togetherness is to recognize that irrespective of the differences, the objectives are the same. We can't all think the same, but we must make sure we work together. There is no need to continue on fighting every day. Adayana
and let me commend the board chairman for this. This statement is my statement of the year. I think if we put this statement into action, our problems should be solved. And I really commend the board chairman for this statement. See, Striker, me as the NCC chairman, sometimes I ask myself, did I come at the wrong time? I'm really worried though, because and then one faction thinks that you are not for them, another faction thinks you are from them, and then we see me at demonstration. NCC cry born a mania, then obey a found. We say NCC didn't demonstrate, so we will do it. You see, it's not the best of time to be the NCC chairman. So much pressure at this time, and I think we all have a role to play. And the board chairman, I think we should all come on board and then find a way to support the board chairman. Whether we like it or not, is the majority shareholder. And like the statement said, we can disagree. But let me also emphasize, this is not the first time a board chairman acts the same way. Normally in meetings, irrespective of your differences, we must learn to work together. So we need to let this information go down to our members. And let's forge that unity. I think people are bitter not because of anything, biasa, maybe only some little issues that can be resolved with one big stakeholders meeting and now one big rally. If the board chairman and kasa basa rally nibi. I have not seen it in so many years. I don't remember the last time I said board chairman about rally. But these are things we will propose to him. I think the board chairman will welcome some of these ideas. We can hold a peace rally, a very big one, where the board chairman would talk to supporters to understand his vision. And the thing, I don't think he doesn't love the club. If he doesn't love the club, he wouldn't put all this investment into the club. He loves the club, same way we also love the club. So, striker, I am really a worried man because, and now I know kasi coca here too much. I'm really worried. I mean,
chairman demonstration here about Sunday. Say why being NCC chairman, what did be paying?
Yeah.
Nipa ni bi wo perception bi say as the board chairman to go after there and the target of the demonstrators as or no na ma targeting about more fa kwan bi so and am pese mu be yimanim.
Me in the first place, I have stated it on a public radio like your radio said. The NCC, I'm not afraid if the NCC was part. And if indeed the NCC was part, I think the organizers will come and rubbish what I'm saying.
No, may the Nadia previous demonstrations are also. And I'm one question.
The NCC officially, since I took over, I demonstrated only once. Officially, NCC, since I took over, I demonstrated once. The recent one about Kumasi concern, I'm aftermath. No supporters be cry could the police station. For me, I'm about Kumasi. I someone cry that's a police station. Na me palaja trust and the will solve it. So I can put it on record. Say NCC officially they are a demonstration once. Any other demonstration, no striker, NCC is not part of it. And I state it again, say this demonstration was not championed by the NCC. Even those leading the demonstration are not NCC or RCC members. I think except Abbas ni Ashmiu, the rest are not NCC executives. So in all we Nankasano, I don't want to go into the nitty-gritties of all. I think we should all come together. That's all I would say. Maybe all parties, all interest groups, be NSA or no, shareholders of the club. Whether you are a shareholder, whether you are an ordinary supporter, whether you are a fanatic, you are a sympathizer, you are a chapter member, I am appealing to everybody to listen and to read the statement about Chairman Idaba out. And let's come together. It's too much. I am honestly telling you, it's too much. Yeah.
Chairman Elvis Semanesi, NCC Chairman, you better say.
Before I'm a corner, submit me as the TBB Kakra.
About you.
Yeah, we are no power meeting, Bafo Kase. DNMA, NCC Chairman, any executive called G petition. Let me put on record, say, by the NCC bylaws, we are encouraged to recognize other supporters body, and it is stated in section 314, other supporters group. So once they have identified themselves as supporters in Kwa, they be shareholders or whatever, I almost see on person modim fire through the structures, now we couldn't have turned a negative eye on them. And also we're also looking at the positive, say now Oman Secretariat, there will be a level of peace. Because at a point I learned they wanted to go to the secretariat and which I think was better because we wouldn't know how it would have looked like. We the NCC wanted to champion peace. So once they were ready to offer the letter to us to present to the board chairman, now we were okay with it. At least and also as the chairman of the NCC, by our bylaw, section 3.3 3M, it talks about the chairman of the NCC shall be in charge of all correspondence with the chapters and the board and whatever. So be it be person trauma board, it was all different NCC so. A chairman and a sign. So I think we're only looking at our bylaws and also trying to bring peace after the demonstration. Enye boni bia say yakoji petition and na me pese me maba for ni supporters na tia say NCC is really doing its part and trying to do well in making sure say demonstration no enko fast and for be amba. Me personally, secretariat ambe to be honest with you, na me de pa se ne be ya enko ye kuka asembia nti asema me work no.
Okay, chairman, yeda say me sure say before from be say din komo.
Me patcho me se damase me chi bibia ani bafo me ti so yare me ti ano me a me friend no so later.
Onyare oboa o ka jo so yare oboa.
Onyare. Fireman and Casano no.
Okay, Elvis Herman Essie, NCC chairman. Ono ene edi enkomo no. Zagito, yenesi.
Yeah, Dibo, me see no. I think say na me kan no. For House of Folk, for supporters there, they think say things are not going on off the field. The last AGM no mo call no. I remember, and now me come back to the points that they raised in their NCC chairman. No, the board chairman said emphatically, said because issues were raised about him dissolving the board and forming new board. One thing is clear: the forming of new board no is targeted about 3 people. Be so, Dr. Nyawo Tamakulu, Akambi, and Odote. This is 3. Not sure how much target by the things their conduct be how they speak. Because there's no serious company where will entertain Dr. Watamokulu. Quite often, any least opportunity he insult his own supporters. No company will entertain him. Obiti say Alaja can be the Pia board member, no any supporters, contact credit.
Promise.
No person will entertain that.
102.7 FM.
Who shall move the comedy now? Yendizel board no targeted around these 3 individuals you. Now Togbe emphatically said say the next AGM he will dissolve the board, the new board will be formed. And he or the names no beko AGM ho na obia oba bafewa and they will argue and make argument, counter proposal, what. Obiaju tuma, yes, yes, 4 page monsa, no 4 page monsa. The omenya no ma can say what pass it. Same, ye boss media. No maya we see antiase, ye betiase, yes, 4 page monsa, upage monsa, no for the head of Mudoswa. Yes, we no for no same, no go out, unkambi. Ya boss akitu, ni argue, ni about Sana ombayan no. Now, their problem is that they think say on the AGM nisha February month we. Now board number say March on my date. All they said is that the AGM will come in March, but there's no date. So they think say Oman sorry board no so many abrea. There will be delay in the AGM to keep some individuals on the board manache. Which individuals they don't like. It is so clear that they don't like them. Me feel say Togo should find a nice way, because one thing that we am yenya and say Odote na kabe especially omun free in chain because so the stance no we make it clear Odote and Akambi omun free in chain, so he should find a way to accommodate them. Omun board members.
The next board is still on their part.
Omun did on beko. But I don't say they will reject it. Sir. Yes, unless ABA Togo was also find his way to
Promise Radio.
Can you find a way among all these people? But he's a big man, so
okay.
He can find his own way. Say Odinu kwa obenyan ko ombe jatum some cardboard no. Ko for rotate that can be. Their name will be part of the list that we call them no. But whether they will be accepted or not no, any problem no. I think say team no ewi ni ajibo anania kotokon for reviana see this SRT no. The trouble was more than as the trouble na kotokon no na say has you know, but so who say almost ewi ni matches no the football club BR is driven by resource, and when resources are good there is peace. Resources in Noah on the back kai we e be bobia di no waso kono e bia no nya boni bia
say obed mami ntie wai you phobia nyamija Phobia. Phobia member. Ah, okay. Phobia member in the US no. Now they why?
Member madam for member.
Sir.
I member madam for.
Member so person na no to.
Nyamija madam for.
Ah, Nyamija dey so Ghana ha.
Nyamija.
Oh, Germany. Ah, okay. Na phobia member o USA.
Omo je omunu abra phobia.
Tina da bia
any Maxwell.
Da bia omo wallet so ya.
Nyamija say member say me so ko me number na beat no ko dey abada dada. Member.
Jibo.
Harry no dim community me jama no one no why?
Harry hot FM.
Member na say.
Boko Harry boko.
Ah, and that demonstration course na. Eja ye didn't command I say eja wo so wo pese wo do anu tumu kakra.
Fantastic. Na make sure we repa FM. Oba New York abonte so do wi esi ya obi aboru ti ano. Wo tie Jibo. Mo boy duma yakopon hia mo na duma pa mo ye new listeners phone na yakopon hia mo.
Promise
o say the course na
102.7
102.7 FM.
Every chairman. Me who obi obeli has supporters the anima. When you who want to say every chairman da. Phobia member me na make. Chairman, why you demonstrate?
Member we nyina so ni saying.
Me nyina so ni say. Chairman, why you demonstrate here? How free supporters eti. How support supporters for your way. And if you for members for your way. Member area da ben no da ben na side ne bae 2 years ago chairman ye demonstration awie akire no last year mu chairman you kopa self akire kopa chew
okopa ho achew
enti chairman we die o say
okopa na okopa ne chew
okopa board for the chew every chairman okopa board for the chew
now member
phobia member obi oye hunfo no e no ye demonstration we or resign from the board say ni ba ko no ehunfo
and okay who resign we no e na sakopa chew how o member say nya we okopa chew for what okopa chew say okopa chew say body be no why okopa chew
e no ni dey how no
yes 80 to 4 leaders from a 200 so Benina, the who tell my way who 47 is him.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Under the West entity chairman, and every chairman. The West entity chairman, and every chairman.
I didn't money West.
Because Obaya supporters leaders, and to what we don't look at those, and to what them support organizing supporters and Go Stadium. Supporters have Basta.
Everything organized supporters in Go Stadium.
And
this year almost started league almost operation bass one by
Promise Radio.
The West ACC termite and every chairman will be a member of America.
Okay, that's it.
You go demonstration so. People demonstration now, yeah, no. The demonstration next year.
What can we
support you? We can be the secretary.
Oh, finance be.
We finance here.
What they say about it?
Meeting I have to give so higher power meeting in Kalina. Butana Aban. The finance way. The finance. We say, you demonstration next year to be. You present to be said, Timmy to be there. Timmy, I know my team. And you're back with him.
That's about for some no kind of for so.
Yes. I ever saying, I did a call, very your call. For us, talk about your call. And then you put a band your call. 50 bodies a band your call. I let you have a band your call. I didn't do a 2% self control and corner metro egma. And go free to you can a bullet for.
A phobia. Phobia member myself, I was some with the exercise, Pacho. I know them.
Okay, people, to request you, Matthew Hassan.
Pacho, why?
I go for you, and go for you, and go your house to Munano, and Conkai. Let people demonstrate with you, and so you said the Kakao message. Epo demonstration no every because the chana Mr. Who demonstration no
adan na mon nyam adwen se mo ne board no asia na mon nsema am wo nyoma e ha mo no mo de to board nanim na ma hwese board ne be hwe no ma resolve de ma mo dan se da bia no na matiasi so demonstration and only the way to solve the current problems of has man
Yibo what can you say to me mini board dey trust dey just see board in trust me say alaja can be the country supporters say you go here you mean to go 2 1 2 alaja can be the country say how supporters here carpenter formation for 2 alaja can be beer and what did supporters appeal it is that person we no didn't trust it and can be there yet the can't to benny say here can be odotai na wata makuru e o new board na e ba so so one play there and has a move that I'm telling you Jibo so one player has a move that so but one player has a move that demonstration ye be ya kopim tama say the has supporters ye sabaka the issue
okay
so to but one player ye be demonstration is a one that na no e pu dey be ba so no ye no ko secretariat wo
yate phobia member yada se enya ne kakra em say ha supporters ni bebre so wa kira omo so pese omo kabi nti yada ase em say won sem ni nyina de ato yada ase pa aya no ache omo mo ni New York ni nyina de amaye agrada ono so na se mo besrai wo Ghana na agrada
Jibo
na na wo ya obi kasa wa kire
Ibo no train, but I just want to the system a carry big word.
Said yes, Usi and Anka on Kasai.
Okay.
Why? Okay. Obed, Mamintio and Yanyanamra a GFA president.
Promise Radio.
Save Ghana football demonstrators no ombeshi no maje omo petition no mo nsem nyina no ombe na omo no mashia na omatoatoa na bibia bakama masa hwefun ye fun ye toma wonche untimi ma meye yi bia wa ha ba Obed mbacho mitiu
had to folk supporters no they need a united force. It's a very sad one when you see the echoes one kind of had to folk need a united force. Nipa be miensa. Let me use this picture as a perfect illustration. Also, our picture na actual 6 out of 4. Obi jina ha hu ne 9.
Obi su jina be hu 6.
Sana ha sa 7 akwa. Minim say we call bi abadia.
Asemo. And dem program name you.
Yeah.
Chairman, yes am akwa ba bi.
Striker, me so we dey Mr. Pa. Mo ma me 1 minute na near my touch on enthroning integrity there. I have to come in. Me patriotic I say. Okay. Mr. First of all, the phobia member of America be kind no. I want to establish the fact he said you be kind and no correct. Now, I Elvis Emanese never apologize to the board as an individual. In fact, it is not even NCC. Both NCC and all the RCCs in Ghana and the Beji in a meeting held at Dr. Nyau Tamakulu's residence. RCC chairman Obeka Semebuano Mepacho Omra out number clear. Mubetimia Frasanti region, Bono region, all other regions, including Northern Regional Chairman was available. So I want to set the record straight to say, first of all, Elvis has never apologized to the board, but it was the NCC and all the RCCs that apologized to the board because we wanted unity and to move forward. And only number 1. Number 2, Mr. Mo, number 2, or see under my era, Yanko Park, me patro me era, and ana Liberty Park I am na under Bwedu, and I want Jibo na minim sanka ono anka ube prompteno. Say under Elvis and a Bwedu far cap. under Elvis and another supporters back at Sports Stadium under Boedu Emaniema under Elvis and I call dance park our own in our boma. So the Obeki kind no, it is never true. Finally, when it comes to coming to the stadium, the NCC chairman or the NCC alone cannot perform that duty. When the club is playing well and we are winning matches, definitely the people will come out and watch the teams. We cannot conjure any form of magic. Even NCC don't have to tell a supporter to come to the stadium. If you know your responsibility towards the club, you don't need to be begged.
Okay.
Me as the NCC chairman, this year I have missed only one away match. I'm missing one away match. So if you are a supporter and you expect Elvis to come and beg you before you come to the stadium, then practice is unfortunate. Because I, as your leader, I travel and represent you in Tamale. I travel and represent you in everywhere across the country. And you will sit in Accra and say you will not come. What is your reason for not coming? That cannot be blamed on the NCC chairman. And I want to also establish, it is not with NCC money. Or no phobia member on NCC da. Me buy on fair say or support to NCC in any form that our support to demonstration. But he is asking for NCC not performing its duties in getting supporters to the stadium. You see, we all have to be responsible. I know I'm established. Whether you change Elvis or you don't change Elvis, coming to the stadium, it is the responsibility of the supporter.
Okay, Chairman, yeah, that's it.
Mr. Medamasi.
Okay, Obed, Mr. 6 and Mr. 9.
Yeah, Mr. 6 and 9. That meteor common, it comes down to that. They all have a common interest, and their interest is hard to folk. But a choir will be a fast who are different. 81, let's start with the apology norms Elvis come on. Whether Elvis in Kwana come apology no. According to Phobia a member. And according to Chairman Elvis, NCC plus RCC. And yashe, then you organize a demonstration. But organize a demonstration, you wanted some changes in the setup. Onsaka changes. And lead it to have to folk winning a trophy. Enti say chire se me nko ampo na me sore kopacho wa den esi sometimes people pay me myself be crowd do akoje amani okoshe mine what is the me pense some nsaka me wi amawie eno ano no
do be so achieve
you have achieved what you wanted.
Even if
say Elvis and Kwana Kwenos, because as a matter of fact the demonstration and yet a good image for the club, so the demonstration had its positives. But now what negative implications Kakrama had to focus. Because that day, what would the secretary of the boss go? We have pictures, no much the boss. It's a idea. So what Toga Kunyamua. Now who's a precope? Or supporters and J secretary of boss when you budget. You not be happy. For instance, let's say you have certain partners outside Ghana in other businesses that you are managing. But you and I know so football would uplift your name to the different level.
Yeah.
Now our partners started from and a football club our manager.
There be a demonstration.
And supporters are to our boss. As a board chairman, you will not be happy. It's
102.7.
102.7
yeah, dear supporters ne pema we ne be put say chairman of his kind of friend who's penny for mo fan che. Then yeah, akomane course near pensesan we. In as much as there will be damages for the demonstration, we apologize for the damages.
Yeah.
But moving forward, let's be one and fight for the interest of us to focus. So obviously, who bought you? And in this case, the RCC and the NCC, according to Elvis, felt that so let's just smoke a peace pipe and move on. Because I want to ask you, are you only interested in fights and conflicts?
Yeah, demonstrators non-petition.
Well, I don't think demonstration way was well organized.
And you're well organized.
No. It could have been better.
Demonstration about the enemy.
It could have been better.
Okay.
One, the day I'm choosing somebody at this demonstration, it's a day that psychologically, financially, socially, it will yield limited resource. One, say open media coverage. You check your time and then you should check it well. Chroma na sports near because has demo discussions be falling under sports news. So the timing, let me start with the timing. Why I'm saying socially it is wrong. You organize a demonstration on a Monday. Monday sports across Ghana. After weekend of action, our Europe, and likely says it will be discussed. Final tour, Kotoko ball, local scene, ball, the JQ4 Cup, it will be discussed. So for Heart to Folk demonstration to get the media space, they will be fighting with European football. On Mondays, most of the platform discuss, you'll be fighting for that time. And here one. So in media, now let's come to people who are willing to drop their jobs and join you to hit the street on a Monday. Kroma et nipa bebre okase yenya ombe but they do ombe bana yasem foforo. And Juada hit a work room hand. Few people will close their shops or will tell their bosses to give them an excuse or in the name of joining a demonstration. And they know it. Nipa unless e bia wo adwuma na wo ye no, wo nkofo hewachi. Enya saa, ujibo se imagine say obi ha sitani. The akoso atogwe ye no plus the board na ni nje ho. Oye obi adwuma. Oye so benya kodura akaka che ne boss say, "Mesre wo. Mami day off." No, he said demonstration there will be cameras. So akaka so yare no ko a, it can be captured and it can be punished. So it would the day itself the potential say be push people from joining the demo. Okay. It is on that day. It is not right. Again, events leading to the demonstration. How to folk are appointing a coach. How to folk are appointing an MD. And no quansu enough to let some people feel say yeah man penny for time for them to stay back. It's now check it 1 or 2 things be Nanka who be here say has a cheetah phone on Benyabotre. For instance, they could have organized a press conference, no demonstration. Organize a press conference and tell the public that listen, we wanted to organize a demonstration, but upon reasons A, B, C, and D, we want to give the board another time. Then you list Mohauno to the press. No demonstration and found for free crime, found for free Cape Coast. Nipa bear 5, 6, 7 be organize a press conference. I'm come petition into. Okay. Now we are seeing who say and come one bomatia. Name more per coachy any MDR or Niminasum J. Juma. Name more shot here. What that Nipa be so you can then proceed. And come on with you, they feel that no matter who comes, Elijah can be Vicenzo or Doten, or Tamaklo will not help the person to work. So if the new MD, Susan Koya Juma, then your magic pa, then we'll go back and say, supporters, Nekai. So in that case, send your football members on the mofo floor in April. And can April ni bedruno. Whether the new coach is performing, whether the MD is getting a peace of mind to work, nanka a daddy, it's someone who can't throw our petition. Time will tell. Someone who how our club namudia tuja, and I'm penny for still gusuya. Time will tell. You can organize yourself well and fight for a common goal. Send your Elvis kind to go to Hassan or perhaps ye. Or no Elvis or perhaps ye. Her supporters are more perhaps, and that's the common interest I make was him. Okay. Just that Ubia approach is different. Into a moon come boom, no moon push about chairman have some function to him say, I don't know dear what him no and one pressure never. Or send a Vianney bonanza, San and soon the turn out 1 baby. So getting tired should not be an option. The moment he get tired or resign. But he should know that Sir has started so would do Kunimua. Fans on them Chromo Bejeno. Sana has in Duke Kunima who hit no beje. So he should know that the position I occupying is a position of joy and it's a position of similar sadness depending on the performance of the institution. So he should be ready for the tax. Okay, so Obed, yadasi. Yam for the last story na yanko. Baba de bibi wo hobiem. Senka demonstration he said me de bin kan bi. Ah. And they say you almost statement na me de ba ma obi akan bi. Na statement how na did statement no ba want. Nya mom ko demonstration no. Oh, we can. Adey. Aba for wa. Jibo.
Yeah, my last story. Yeah, my last one so.
Yeah,
aye.
Okay. With them,
I didn't know about soccer.
I have a
Promise Radio. Nyamina Aka.
listened to him many times before he became the NCC chairman as the NCC chairman. And then time I almost present the petition, you know, I will meet you on any group, you know. I sneak into the meeting. Let me put it that way. And normal and command no mudi no standard ne bi ma take any ono so ne standard wa take any ebi na obaya obe espouse during the interview on no. I think another day Elvis onse wakasa ama for me some of the things that came in the yarding because at a point there must be an end to any litigation. Senior or use or putu no choka no afedie it's enough. And as a leader a honor afe it comes to him as to how best I will bet me I ended the choka now or see afe crowd am our bread. And the good thing okay hear me then say he's seeking to bring almost everybody along. Senior beya they will find the common grounds.
Okay.
Where they will satisfy everybody. By the time ABR or Yusu rally or Yusu other avenues, whichever way, I'm not prescribing one, but by the time they will find the common grounds, you know, Obia ebe satisfied, Obia ebe tin wase as to the direction. Omu nyina ha no ese somebody tin ye den.
Bavo, me da say, yemfa the last one, yambo chine beto aso. Communication director at the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante Chum, wa confirm say the GFA instructed the General Secretary say onshia save Ghana football.
102.7
demonstrators no more
102.7 FM.
Na afo mo petition no onsom. Na omo the president of the association, I imagine, say, on the leadership of a safe Ghana football, demonstrators in Bishia, Nafi, Omo Atuatuajine, Yentie, Kasama for Edema, the Ghana Football Association.
To get things done. I know for a fact that Pram is top of that list. Infrastructure is another area. Technical aspect of the game must improve in terms of coaching, in terms of refereeing. Infrastructure is not the best, and it's another area we also need to tackle.
Okay, we Kasama for Edema, Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante Chum, and I tell you, Zach, Mamintiwe on Henry somebody else today.
Jibo, very interesting. Very interesting. You see, we that is why I think the FA should find a way in there's some glue or the 12 members ni biano so say be ya asem mo ntimi nkasa no there's some it should be deliberate attempt to
by
find
the FA
super glue. Yes,
omo fanso so amanfo no
Promise Radio.
Asem ni ntwa no ye ko why amano beteti o
yes, because utie asama Henry King. No, yes, but say yentie ona asem say won kasa yentie nka. But on say he has already come out to condemn and apologize on behalf of the FA on Odosafo. Yes. It's whatever he say now, we will take him serious. But Uti Odosafo posted after the demonstration now, he almost rubbished it as if a useless idea. And he said, Kroma said, the ball, Kroma say, you know, you should be having a serious problem if you think that football, no, there's nothing wrong with it. The FA themselves have admitted, say there are challenges, but they will try and work and solve it. Ministry think that there's a problem. Yeah, try to solve it. So when I see the individuals with the money in China and everything is right and the media is a problem and then but you see, they be make us say, I never quite book the cheaper and the media guys around him. Because he deliberately recruited big guys. So when you see them talking, you will see big personalities. So you will see when they are talking for Kusi and the TU, big guys. But at the back this FA have failed. Those guys now makasa mo no. Omo mfi so. Enti omo no mo chechira asem bia mo they end up give like messing up the things. Now I say they create more problems to the FA. Because say o hwe the eko so kroma say ya. And be football nam na. No. If no personal interest about Muntia, they never catch me like it to the first football. No, everything is right. We are not even discussing blasters. Get here, blasters. Our problem is the grassroots, and the course it's saying, and the Premier League way saying it here. Is it attractive? Oh yeah, now so defense of Mumeki. Say team in Ivory Coast na J AFCON no. The team men about Champions League Confederations Cup. Such a whack analogy. Just say.
Now say you bought Champions League. ASEC. I know him.
ASEC I've been there.
ASEC bought Champions.
ASEC are there. So, just say,
Ivory Coast League in the last season, yeah. Almost top player.
Ivory Coast. The Champions League.
Ivory Coast more Champions League. It's a new chance me also you be. Okay. It's Evan say Ivory Coast for more teams in more Champions League. But Magic Cup of Nations.
So
last time they saw Senegal team be more.
Almost Senegal facing
more Champions League. Okay, Magic Cup of Nations. Yes, we are Champions League, but we Cup of Nations.
You see, when they are talking, I want them to say, I said. No, they should upgrading their thinking. I am class to do. Because young people may say our football no is sinking. Let's find a way to solve it from grassroots to infrastructure wise. Yet I say about national teams training pitches no. It should be a deliberate attempt. Say your national team should have a place to train. Me pacho, how many times na FA akosha ban? I might say let's do a deliberate attempt to fix that problem. I'm gonna say yenchendi, and even baby basketball because pram sika ako pram no. By now it should be a state of the art facility. By now pram should be at the level that even blasters can come there.
Promise
upon all the money that have gone to pram and there. Even under 17 cannot come there. Yes, malaria better because it's good. They should meet the demonstrators.
So all African games no. Omo under 20 team remember there no. Omo name team na we.
Manemu.
Muzo mo ye from Peter Amidu.
Omo yi ne film.
So nko fa Vision FC player bi na be share.
Peter Amidu.
Omo yi ne film.
And now kotoko na chiro mo say omo hiam player ya league.
No, I think say he only came to play. He go back.
Sir. Okay, final squad no. Peter Amidu. Kan. Okay, ni bia manya information. Na masama committee.
Because me so who be say omo yi na film.
Okay.
I saw it somewhere but me ntimi confirm.
So omo yi na film na enye kotoko. Na omo chiro ko ma efo se bi ombe hia na ball league. Ye ba kwa hwehwem ni abeka.
Na so ko mo say no say teams no e game a omo free player no bebo o wi ano ko.
Okay. Ya na see na I ahwefo e for some rem.
Omo your problems no. They should try solving it. They are solving it. But now go say yenchendi today. Blasters are some again. Your palm coach. What be say you apply. Already you know say homophobia. You see why we have problem with them. Money say homophobia. No man for competition coach just come from mobia. But you from competition. I don't go fight this kid. Per DM say dear you much and no one say D. Omo we ya also homophobia. But wow go for coach Ednaba. And from day one, you knew that you were not picking any coach.
Okay.
So why waste our time say Obi apply?
All right.
It's good they are going to meet them. Or meet them, not just meeting, no, but meeting them and putting more concern into reality and more action. I mean, say they are ready to solve the problem. And here.
Alasan Said Zaki told me that say Baba for Kakeb so na the last 10 minutes ni omo dia enti mo fa number ni ngu screen so mo 05361 61607 and 053-617-8883. Na omumfre no mumra ejumedin no muso mfo madwenkyere emra. Okay, mama we say MC nya first caller on the line. Hello.
Striker, good evening.
Evening.
Already
I'm back to you.
Striker, problem no nyina na go panelist Zakito Elkano. In fact, Striker, journalists in the media no more. About ball assembly near ma. Tell me again and in radio so now. What they forget to know say it's one three categories of people. Omo no level of intelligence here. Omo above you, and omo below you. But they are radio so this was smart armor. Because they are money, that's the best you know. Yes, don't pay me for nothing. But what is decided to put the person on their toes? But your more people who can get $100, no $500 here. No, my father already didn't know can take you. But then when they take it, says what has our affiliation, not as a money at all for that. Listen, also a tofu. But however, I don't blame him. The court judge he flouted it, and nothing has happened to him. So what else do you expect him to do? Ghana football not cut down what say.
Already I had say Yentoaso. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good evening.
Evening. Okay, I got any now.
I got it. You boy be a person make clear. Ending time. Every person be at say demonstration we know. You organizing at the blind side of the SCC. Whatever they try, they determine say they demonstration. And per se, Kapubia member or clear on. I trust you. Tonight be a demonstration, and choose a lot of
Promise Radio,
security agencies and a demand. And the person can say, it will be our choir. Paso ya na ade do soon in Yama. Yes, it's a problem what to cook and a paso. We are the staff when I say dialogue, yeah, demonstration here say Yakuma Swasha here say Encophobia and Sebi over a percent from treating and money the customer support to has
okay.
Only has supported so we did more.
All right.
Look, we are assuring them on to say Omobeye supported to do ara eka. Me tuning in besides some demonstration and some pound.
That's not him home. Okay. I got ya to switch now because of your time no unity. We going to catch never from the show. I got that. Hello? Yes sir.
We da Omega Kunsu.
Ome yetio.
We there na say na midima kumasi Asante Kotoko sports say to announce say mansa kwadu ani e ba do bobo na nya sortefo yetimi tra say ya sore ya ye adwuma no nti ana nyire die me da obo nya ase na next week ani tu si bobo obia fa ne tu na league na lizumu nya me ka mo ho nya me se amu so
Ome yeda se yemfa de odio. Hello. Okay. Say then oya na 11 ha no be ba no yen ntem ne you be afri ho no bi so ababi moya na o mabaje line. Okay, 0536161607 0536178883 na wa friend na also
102.7 FM
Highway Sports on Promise 102.7. I mean hey so be about hello. Oh, Sammy, you're fixing ye. Okay. Bafo. Bremuka can say line no dear Hamoka Granty. Bremuka. Why? Okay. Mr.